All right, man. What up? What up? Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday. Uh, we in week 10, man. So let's go and preview what's happening. Uh, we're going to go over some week 9 matchups, recap some of those matchups, kind of talk about it a little bit. I'll be in and out because I'm cooking. Got a Super Bowl party popping off. Week 10, we have, so we got it. We got an oldie but a goodie came back into the league, Florida. That is the son of Ohio State. He was originally Florida. He had to take a break, and now he back. We usually let people come in the middle at the end of the season, but since we're not stuck on everything like that, we let him come in the middle of the season, and he actually had a user game. So this week 10, so we're back to 10, and we got, and all matchups are user matchups. Some games have already been played because people are not trying to play today. I actually tried to get my game in last night, but my opponent went MIA. So because of that, what I'm going to have to do to him, because I'm not playing today. I'm not even playing later on. I'm not playing that because, I have guests coming over. We're going to play tomorrow, and he's going to have to feel the wrath of the Tigers. Straight up. He's going to have to feel the wrath of the Tigers. But let's get into it, man, because I am cooking. So, week 10, year 7 of the Clemson Dynasty. And we got one loss, man. Lost to Georgia, but we're number 4. And also, the brackets are out. The CFP bracket is out, and also the awards. So we'll go over that too. Yeah, so we're gonna go over those awards, the Heisman. So we're gonna get a full little preview of what's happening, what's going on. So let's actually go over there first, right? Nah, let's not do that. Let's go over. You know what? Let me pause for the calls. I'm just gonna let it sit here on week 9, so y'all can kind of see what happened, and we'll talk about it when I get back. All right, so I'm back. This week would have had Oregon is supposed to be coming in as a user, but he hasn't yet. So they're really taking a beating. As you can see, not a beating by South Carolina, but look at their record. They're 1-8, 0-7 in conference. Maybe you need to get a different team, but they're somewhat ready-made. So I think Oregon will probably be the best roster for them, but they're getting beat up on right now. This game. So I talked about this game. I gave my prediction. I said I predicted Ohio State to win because I actually need him to win because I'm battling with Texas. as far as our career record wise. And I'm trying to catch him in that. He got two, I got one. So I wanted Ohio State to win it for selfish reasons, but it didn't happen. It was a good game. So three of the four touchdowns by Texas were all out of Wildcat. Now, look, it's a formation. It's in the game. It is what it is, right? But he needed to revert to the Wildcat because he was kind of getting stopped a little bit in his regular offense. So he had to revert to the Wildcat, which is, everybody, let's get it straight. Everybody in this league runs a little bit of version of Wildcat. Some more than others, but Wildcat is ran. And we're a copycat league. I'll be honest with you, because there's four of us that stream our games, and majority of everybody watches, and they see what works. So if it works, why not put it into your playbook? Fine and dandy. It's no problem with that. That's how the NFL is. It's a copycat league. You know what I'm saying? They see what works offense and defensively, and they do it. Feel me? So this was a back and forth for a little bit until it wasn't. But he came through at the end. In Ohio State, he needed to change his quarterback from week one. He refused to do it. He's very stubborn in some of his ways. But he did go back to actually my quarterback that transferred over to him. So he said that's going to be a starter for moving forward. But, he can't lose no more games, brother. My game with Miami. So it says we played 4 times. We actually played twice. The first time we played, he didn't pick his playbook. The second time we played, we finished out basically 6 seconds left and it disconnected. So I was like, look, man, I'm about to put your ass on autopilot and I'm about to bash your team. That's the homie. Like, oh, don't do that. What? Just run it back full game. All right, cool. I'm with that. I'm with the shits. Let's do it. So I was actually in the game when I was about to, I put him on autopilot. I was in the game. So then I was like, all right, I'll exit out. I'll take you off autopilot. Let's run it back. This was us running it back. First score was 49-21. This one is, as you see, right? Georgia, Alabama. I watched this game. It was no contest. Alabama has fallen off completely, and this was no different. It's no different. I didn't even get to look at this score, nothing. So I'll be right back. I'm open this up. I didn't even look at this. See, because this is my next opponent, USC, who's been running. But we're getting to that. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I shouldn't have no more interruptions for the next 20 minutes. Got the chicken on the air fryer. All right, so I didn't get an opportunity to actually look at this box score, see what was popping. So let's see. Obviously, a little to a lot. Um, let's see here. Damn, is that true? One incompletion. So yeah, no turnovers. All right, let's see. All right. Yeah, man. Look, LSU. Look, he got his mojo back in this game, man. He's been struggling. Yeah. Tight end. Oh, his tight end got off. Okay. That's it. Oh, he's probably doing some. You know what? Like I said, it's a copycat league. He was probably doing some play action because he was running a lot, and then he's probably hitting with the play action. I don't. They don't. At least on my end, they don't screen share. And I know that for without a doubt, they don't stream. So I don't know how that went down, but just based off of this, I know he was probably doing some play action shit. Pancake heaven. Man, he with the IHOP, huh? Then his corner is going to. I mean, he at SC passes a lot, so that I expect to see a lot of corners getting tackles. Got a sack. Did he get some interceptions? Did he? Nah. Interception, average yards. Nah, no pick six. What about forced fumble? Yeah, no defensive touchdowns. All right, so that's LSU side. Let's look at SC. Typical, he's gonna pass a lot because especially when you're down, you gotta pass, obviously. Run game was decent. It looks like it was decent. What's this? What did it say? All right. No rush. All right. It's nickel and diamond. He's a nickel and dime type of guy. Or are you gonna try to go over the top with this guy? So I don't got him figured out. Well, yeah, he ain't beat me, but I kind of know what he like to do. All right, so yeah, so that was just he just got blew out. Man. It was just a manhandle situation. All right, so we did advance last night. So there was some games I was played. Let's go over those. So this game, we welcome back Florida into the fray, and he got baptized and blessed by Georgia, who's been baptizing and blessing everybody these last two seasons. Yes. So that was something that was really expected, really, truly. And I think he took it easy on him. I think he took it easy on the young pup. Yeah, fourth quarter I know he could have done more. Because I went to bed, man, and it was 63 to 63 to 14. Halfway in the third quarter, I'm like, yeah, this is over. No need for me to watch this because Georgia streams his game, so I was able to see that. In typical fashion, running, then timely passing. It's typical Georgia fashion right now. And then Florida I seen it, he was throwing interceptions, giving up to Keyshash. I tried to tell young buddy to take a different squad, but he came in the league with Florida, so he won him back, and then he got the Florida pipeline. So I get it, I understand, but they weren't the better roster. In my opinion. I would have picked either Ole Miss. Notre Dame got a good roster. Auburn, I'm hearing, has a good roster. Texas A&M. one of those squads. Not Florida, but it is what it is. Yeah, 13 passes running back. All right, let's go and see what Mighty Georgia was doing, getting timely passing. But this is where he excels at. Mr. Dizzle. He didn't even have to use the closer, huh? And then he didn't have to pass, man. But I think he had some defensive touchdowns because he had 5 interceptions. I think if I'm not mistaken, he even returned a kick. 2 defensive touchdowns and a kick return. I know I wasn't tripping there. Yeah. Shit, did he get a punt? Definitely got a kick return. So, yeah, man, that was just a slaughterhouse, bro. Like, it was boom, 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 wham. So, the rest of these games are actually not going to be played today. They're going to be played tomorrow. It's Super Bowl Sunday, man. But this LSU South Carolina game should be a good game. Truth be told, LSU should definitely win. It's because he just has the better team. And he goes to the Wildcat. Like, this is one of his offenses, like, one of the main frames of his offense, is Wildcat. And if you go to Wildcat on a team, that team is that, they don't got the horses, it's going to be overpowering. So I expect LSU to win this game, but I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if South Carolina won. At all. At all. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Now, this matchup, very intriguing. It's very intriguing because Texas absolutely, without a doubt, should win this game. But Miami, who you see not handled, and I handled them twice. We played twice. He's really not a slouch like that, but because he didn't recruit this team, and he came in on the scene, they're not as high-powered as the rest of the elites of the elite teams. So he's hurting in some certain areas that he really needs, as far as his gameplay. But he beat Alabama. He beat Oregon, which is like, well, everybody beats Oregon as well. But beating Alabama was an eye-opener, and should be for some people. So this is a very intriguing game. If I was a betting man, I'm going to say Texas all day. It'd be a major upset if Miami wins. So I can't even say Miami should win or could win. Texas all day. He should win this game, hands down, easy. But it could be a game. Could be a dogfight. Maybe it'll be a dogfight in the first quarter, maybe second quarter. But he should definitely pull away and win that one handily. And then we got my matchup. So it's always it's FUSC all day, every day. I don't like this school at all. I don't like nothing about them. Nothing about them. I don't even like their women. Well, I ain't gonna go that far. Come on now. But yeah, I don't like the school, and then I really don't like the user. I don't know him personally, but we've had our squabbles over the group distro. So, and then he's been. So this is what happened, buddy. Him and LSU, they were the last game to advance over. So naturally, if you're already online, and I get it, life is life, right? But you're already online, and I'm telling you, look, I'm putting it out there. All right, after we advance, bro, this stay on. Woo, woo, woo. This mother sucker don't communicate in a group chat, right? Eventually, he finally said, "Oh yeah," he logged off because he got whooped. He logged off. And then he said, "Oh, I got things to do. Which is it's Saturday. I get it." But what's really there to do in North Dakota? I ain't never been, so but come on, North Dakota it's snowing out there, 30, 20 degrees. Like, what do you got to do? Just stay in the house and stay warm, right? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But he was like, oh yeah, we can play on after the Super Bowl. Not happening. Or whatever. I'm like, okay, look, I'm not going to be available after the Super Bowl, so it's going to have to be Monday. So we have like the 48 rule is Monday. So I'm like, look, I get off work at 3:30 Mountain Standard Time, which is actually 4:30 your time. I'm available anytime after that. Holla at your boy. Feel me? So then he was like, oh no, no, okay, I'll be back here. If you're going to be up, I should be back home around 11 o'clock Fargo time, which is North Dakota, which will be 10 o'clock my time. Saturday, I'm in the house, bro. Like, I'm inside. I love my house. I don't go outside like that. Okay, boom, I'm here. This shit, look. But he's notorious for not communicating and saying something and then going ghost on the damn distro. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll stay up. I'll be up. I'm up anyway. So I'm 10 o'clock roll around, what I'm saying? I'm hitting him up on it. Like, all right, look, boom, I'm up. Don't come home and go to sleep. Like, what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. But this mother sucker just don't communicate. You don't say anything, nothing. So it got like 11, almost 12 o'clock my time. I'm like, all right, buddy, you win. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, look, this is the deal. I may have a window after I come home from church and before the game. Let me know what's up. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Still nothing. The next day, which is today, nothing. Nothing. And then he finally get on the distro. Oh man, I got a life. I this and that, and I don't live off the distro. But motherfucker, you said one thing and then you went ghost. Then I say something else to you, like, look, boom, look, I may be available, and I was right after church and coming home, and right before the festivities start up. Still nothing. Oh well, I don't live off the distro, but you know that we have a game. You know that. So you have your phone on you. They're like, come on, this is 2026. You got your phone on you. You see the notifications. You want to ignore it and be that guy. They ain't gonna say, no, well, I'm always in that. Can communicate? No, you're not. You are the main corporate. You and oh boy, that BG that was with Oregon, the main corporates of not communicating on this distro. That's what we got it for. This is a group me app. Come on, that's what we got it for, bruh. So I'm like, look, you're like, well, I'll be available on Monday between these hours. All right, boom, it's out there. Because I said I'm gonna be available before you said you're gonna be available. So if you're not available when it's time, when it's go time, you will be going on autopilot, and I will be running up the score on your team. And I'm gonna try to injure everybody in your squad. I mean, I am for real. But if we play, it's gonna be the same outcome. I'm gonna run it up on you, and I'm gonna try to injure all your guys. Period. So that's what we're gonna do this on USC, bruh. So that's just recapping the preview. Let's get into these awards, man. So I'm not gonna win the Heisman. I haven't won the Heisman since TJ Moore. I like to name my guys too. So he's Derrick Henry Jr. Yeah, man. But this is going to be the Heisman winner for sure, without a doubt. There's just no way around it. He's going to win the Heisman, bro. So everybody else is just in here just for shits and giggles because he's going to win it. Oh, and pause one more time. Let's go to the award. I'm going to stop right here. Let me go check on my chicken. All right, I'm gonna speak this up because I just missed Coco Jones, man. Lift every voice, man. Chicken looking good though. So yeah, so this to Maxwell. So as you all know, if you played Dynasty, you win the Heisman, you're going to win the Maxwell, and you're going to win the Walter Camp. That just ties all those three just tie together. But we just look at these guys, just see who's in the competition because you never know. Maybe somebody come up. But yeah, this is what happens over here. So now we get into the other awards. Look, Kirby over here at Michigan State. We got Dabo over here at Stanford. Steve Starkation over here in Washington. So, these were guys. Dan Lanning over in Boise State. So that's his coach of the year. David Bryant. So look, I'm kind of mad about this one, bro. Because, so this is a true freshman. Why is he in here, right? And why is my guy not in here? I'm leading the league in touchdown passes. And only throw 10 interceptions. So what's up, man? Like, why am I not in this category? Makes no sense. None. So now I'm about to get like towards the defense award. So this was my gripe with Texas having his 6 games, 5 of them were computer games. We run up the score, especially defensively, man. We run it up. So I knew he was going to be leading in the defensive categories because he had 5 computer games. 2 more than everybody else. Not his fault, though. You only play what's in front of you. Oregon had quit by the time that he was about to play Oregon. South Carolina game, they played and it messed up. And then, the rule is basically if you was losing, you're either we're going to recreate, start over, or if you don't want to do none of that, we put you on autopilot because he was losing. So we put South Carolina on autopilot and Texas bashed his team. So we're only going this season. We're only getting 3 computer games. He got 2 extra. So his defensive stats is a little bit better than a lot of other people because of that. And he don't even play like that against users. That's the funny thing about it. He don't blitz, he don't do none of that against users, which is whatever. I'm not mad about it, but I am. Because I like to win defensive awards. Anyway, but I'm still up in the top 3 with my guy. And then I got my other guys up in here, right? You know what I'm saying? This is for Defensive Player of the Year again. Like, this is not the same award? Best Defensive Player of the Year. That's not the same award? Like, is it not both his guys the same guy? Like, that's stupid. But we in here again. Then we got the Jim Thorpe. And, we up in here. But you see, Texas is going to be in top of almost every category because, again, not his fault, but he has 5 computer games. The Doak Walker, I'm not going to win this, but I may stay in the top 3. We'll see. I'm spreading the ball around. I'm not throwing to this one guy, and he actually got injured, so I'm not even going to have him these next 2 games. So I'm not winning this award. Lombardi, what's this? A defensive lineman. So my D linemen are going. Yeah, I'm going to win this. One of my guys going to win this for sure. So this is senior quarterback. I've never had a senior quarterback since Kupnick. DN, yeah, I'm gonna win one of these. The Outland Trophy interior lineman. We up there. I've never won the Mackey. I've never won this. And then I think full stop. Dick Buckets. This is usually the award that I win, but we'll see. Look, he got 22 sacks with his guy. He don't even blitz in real life. But I usually win this award. I don't think I'm going to win it this year unless something miraculously happens with my guy getting all kind of sacks and interceptions or something, which is likely. It can happen. I've won this before. We up there. I've never won this award, and I'm not even interested. If any user ever win this award, slap yourself. Same with this one. Slap yourself. Kickers and punters, like, come on. And then this is the return award. Texas and Ohio State are usually up here. My guy, I actually, because I got an injured receiver, I took him off punt. So he's not going to be back there. So I'm not going to win this award. And then Sean Alexander is the freshman of the year. So this is what I'm talking about. This is my quarterback. Look at his stats, bro. Like, this is not worthy to be in a Davey O'Brien top 12. Like, what's going on, man? Then we got Deshaun out there, So, yeah, man, that's that. So I think somebody even pulled up, man. I'm about to get up off this. But that's where we at, man. We'll advance to week 11 after these user games are going to be played. And then let's just go and see so week 11, what matches we got. I think I play Texas. Yeah, in Austin. Okay, that's a user game. Not a user game. Ooh. Oh, yeah. One look at the bracket. Let's look at the bracket. Then we get up out of here. So we're all in one conference again. We're all in one conference. But that's the top 4. We got Miami in there and South Carolina in there. So that's 6 of the 10 teams are set to make it. Will it happen that way? I don't know. And this is what I'm talking about, man. This is my gripe, man. So look at the bottom bracket. If it stayed like that, Georgia will be playing in a quarterfinals computer. LSU will be playing computer. But the top half, which is the higher seeds with the number 1 ranked team, if it stay like this, he'll be playing a user, and then I'll be playing a user, right? This is not fair. Like last season, we had all quarterfinal users. That's why this is my gripe about all of us being in one conference. We should be X'd out after this, no matter how good this season looks and whatever. Going back to it's 10 of us, put 2 in each conference. Man. Like, that's dumb. We did it for 1 year. Whatever. Look, quarterfinals is going to be 2 matchups that's going to be able to play the computer. That's not right. I don't like it. Oh, the championship is in Arizona. I'm in Arizona, so that's where we're gonna be at, and we're gonna win it. What am I supposed to say? I'm gonna lose? Like, come on. But we'll be in a Rose Bowl. We haven't been in a Rose Bowl in I don't think I got a Rose Bowl win, because every year I go to the semi. So look, I'm winning my quarterfinal if it's computer or not. I'm going to the semifinals. Trust and believe that. But I don't think I've been at the Rose Bowl. All right, let's just look and see. Have I been at the Rose Bowl? What is this? Have I been to the Rose Bowl? Let's look at these. Oh, so I got to get up. Capital One, Fiesta. No, that's an Orange Bowl. That's the Fiesta. Orange Bowl. Peach. No, Orange Bowl. I've never been to the Rose Bowl. Okay, possibilities, huh? We'll see. But yeah, let's go and get up out of here. Stop this and go watch the Super Bowl, man. Go Seahawks.